All right. Hello, I'm Michelle, and welcome to Knowledge Boxing Center, or KBC's interview segment. This is a great way for us to connect with the KBC fans, other boxers, social media followers, and sports enthusiasts, and anyone who wants to learn more about our boxers and hear the story about them and who they are behind the gloves. First up, we have KBC's pro boxer, Tremaine Teddy P. Fuller. Teddy P, you
How you
ready?
doing? Yes, I am.
All right. So, first off, tell us a little bit about yourself or maybe something you want to share with others
Uh,
that they don't know about you.
it's not really much people don't know about me. I'm kind of a open book, but I'm from New Jersey, from Patterson, New
Yes.
Jersey. Love it. Represent as much as I can. I'm here now, loving Lexington Park. I'm a boxer. I'm a father. I'm a aircraft electrician. So
Wow.
yeah, that's me in a nutshell, pretty much. A husband.
That's
So
right.
yeah,
It's a lot of jobs.
I know, right? Yeah.
So how long have you been in the area then for?
I've been here for about 7 years now.
Okay.
7 years working.
And are you active duty station?
Um, no, I'm not stationary. I'm a contractor. I'm
Okay.
former active duty, but I'm a contractor now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And what branch of the service
I
were
was
you
in
in?
the Marine Corps.
That's right. Semper Fi, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So let's talk about your journey from the beginning
Okay.
and from where you were and then where you are now in your career. Could you
Okay.
share a little bit about that?
Well, I started boxing probably in my senior year in high school in New Jersey. I was off and on with it. Joined the military, kind of off and on with it. Went to a few gyms here and there, a few in Japan here and there. And then I got here. First thing, whenever I'm new to an area, the first thing I look up is a boxing gym and a Jamaican food restaurant. At the time here, it wasn't a Jamaican food restaurant. It's one here now. And then I found the boxing gym. I just kind of walked in, and then you could just kind of feel when it's a good gym, and
Yeah,
that's how I was. I walked in here and I was like, I like this gym
the
here because
vibe.
this. I tell people all the time, this gym is abnormal when it comes to boxing gyms. There's not a lot of gyms that's super friendly and people care about each other. A lot of gyms you go to, it's more so you just feel that it's a business mindset in there, and it's just
Yep,
all about business, and they don't really care for too much outside of what you're doing in the gym too much.
for sure. I
Yeah,
mean, I love this place too. It's
yeah,
like my
me too.
second home.
Yeah, I'm here. Besides work and home, this is where
Yep.
I'm at.
Um, so you said you've been boxing since you were 17.
Yeah,
So
about
you were boxing then during your military career,
no, I mean not competing, but I would like go to the
training.
gym, hit the bag, train. That's about it. But I didn't really start competing until I got here.
That's
But I was
awesome.
in the gym in high school.
That's pretty awesome. So, what exactly then sparked your interest when young Teddy
Oh,
got into boxing?
uh, honestly, it's just because I like to fight.
Hmm.
And then one of my friends was going to the gym, my boy Uriel. I'll never forget him. That's my boy. He was boxing at the time, and he was just like, "Yo, come to the gym with me." And I was like, "All right." And I didn't like being in the house. I was like, "I'll do it whatever I can to get out of the house and go do something." I went to the gym, and it was kind of just like this gym. You walk in, you kind of just feel the love, and it was cool. And then I was just from there, I just never stopped.
That's awesome. So did you play any other like sports or
Yes,
activities? Oh wow.
I ran track, played
Hmm.
football, played basketball about a year. I wrestled in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah. It was really track was really my thing
Hmm.
before boxing, or not even really before boxing. Kind of around the same time I started loving track, love boxing. Everything else I kind of just did because that's just what you do in the inner city. You play basketball,
Yep.
you play football, but track and boxing are like probably my two favorite sports.
Do you feel like they helped you get, for your athleticism to where you are now?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
Wow. So when you found time, did you,
Yeah.
in your busy schedule of sports and activities, did you ever experience any like challenges when you first started boxing?
Uh, not challenges more so because I wasn't as experienced as the people I were sparring against, the people I was sparring against. So that more so the challenge, and I didn't have the dedication at the time because I was young. I wanted to chase girls and be outside and just run around. So the dedication also wasn't there as much as it should be. I kind of just was kind of just leaning on just talent. per se.
So when did you learn about dedication? Because obviously you've learned it now
Yeah,
to where you are.
the military will bring the dedication out of you, whether you have it or not. I went to boot camp, and then from there it all kind of changed my whole outlook on life. Not necessarily outlook on life, but more so how I approach things in
Yeah,
life.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely changed my life for the better, for sure.
So no, you brought up boot camp and in the military. What
Yes.
was your favorite memory from the military?
Favorite memory from the military? A lot of the people I met, I still talk to them to this day,
That's awesome.
and they, because a lot of they all knew me in the military and how I was completely different than what I am now. So they message me all the time like, "Yo, man, I see you. I'm proud of you," and they see that I'm moving in a better trajectory in life than I was in the military, because it was the military was just all partying and drinking and going to work in my off time. That's kind of how it was. I was like, work was like my off time
Yep.
from partying, and then now I'm just like, I'm like a whole different person. It's honestly, I think to myself like, this is crazy sometimes, because I'm really like a whole different person.
I think that's amazing though to
Yeah,
see that
I love it. I
transformation
love
and
it. I
really,
love it.
and then also have that camaraderie too, because
Yeah,
you were a different person then, and it's still stuck with
and
you
it's
now
still
to have
stuck because
those connections.
we all joined the military fresh out of high school, so we all kind of kids when we go, and we kind of
Yep.
in a sense grow up together, become adults together. So we all kind of just have that camaraderie still.
That's
Yeah,
super cool.
a lot of my friends from the military, they buy tickets, they come to the fights, they drive from Philly and North Carolina, and they show up to the fights and they support. So yeah,
That's a great connection to still
yeah.
have.
Even some of them don't come to the fights and they still buy a ticket, donate it to somebody. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
those my people. Yeah,
that's like a second family
yeah,
for sure.
for sure,
So they've seen you through everything, and obviously you've had like a
absolutely,
lot of growth and development.
absolutely.
What do you think your biggest accomplishment that you're proud of, and why with
Oh,
boxing?
with boxing,
Mhm.
boxing, my biggest accomplishment in boxing is when I went pro, because like I joined boxing as just kind of like a compete, but I never like saw pro as an option until after a while. I was like, oh, I might could go pro, and I went pro, won that first fight, and I was like, I'm not a crier. I don't cry a lot, but man, I got a little emotional back in there in the locker room after the fight. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I was like, this is something like me and my friends talk about going pro
Hell
in
yes.
all our sports and football, basketball. Like, yo, if we go pro, and it's like, yo, I actually just had a professional boxing match. It was on streams and the screen and big screen in the arena. It was like crazy. It's even a picture from the fight that if you see, I'm like kind of like looking up at the screen as they introduce me. I'm like,
Aw,
this is unreal. Like it's
that's.
crazy to me.
I'm sure that's like a
Yeah,
humbling moment too.
super humbling.
So what about your biggest accomplishment in your personal life?
Oh, husband and father, bar none. It's
Aw.
just husband and father. Like everything else is cool. I bought a house and I, I, I work and all that stuff is cool, but husband and father is like that's my pride and joy for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I always love hearing about that.
yeah,
So, being a husband and a father, does that impact like your boxing career at all?
yes. Because like my son is in the gym right now. He lights up when I was like, "You want to come to the gym with me?" He gets happy. So it's kind of like I don't want to let him down. I don't
Yeah,
want to let my wife down. So I kind of like work hard with that in the back of my head, and
that's that's good to have them like
yeah,
you
it's
know
good
their
motivation.
support. Um, so with how you got your career and where you've obviously come and grown, are there any role models or mentors that helped you along the way?
Coach D, Coach John,
Yeah.
first and foremost, like uh back ironically my first boxing gym I had a Coach John too, which was crazy. But yeah, him had it was another dude in there, Pooh.
Mhm.
Always like kind of it was always like those dudes that you don't really see in the inner city. It's like they're not in the streets, they're not selling
Yep.
drugs. They kind of just in the boxing gym and they just doing what they love to do. And I was always me. I was never like I had fun running around outside, but I was never like into the whole street life, because I was like, you go to jail, and I don't want to go to jail, so I never really did that. But yeah, like those two, there was a councilman back in Patterson, Councilman Davis. I always rocked with him. That was my guy. So yeah,
You had a lot of good support.
I know,
That's
man.
amazing.
I know.
All right. So, obviously, your biggest fans are your wife and your son.
Absolutely.
Who else is in your corner when you're going to fights? I mean,
Mom,
friends you talked
my
about
mom,
before, but
my mom is always there. Whether she can make it or not, she'll buy the stream, but she's always supporting. Sometimes to a point, I'm just like, all right, and she'll embarrass you. You know, post all the stuff and stuff, but it's cool. It's all out of love. So I still, it's all out of love. So I love it. I welcome it. My family, my cousins, everybody. It's all good. So I love it.